here at the National Fieldays again, and with me now is Andrew Wark. Andrew's with Elders Advisory. Welcome along, Andrew.
Thank you.
Now, Elders Advisory, it's you've been working on this for a while, but it's just recently been launched. Is that right, Andrew?
We've only recently launched it, yes, and we're really trying to push it out into the marketplace now.
Yeah. Now, what sets it apart from any other advisory?
I suppose the traditional format of advisory is that when you go out and get a farm advisor now, you're getting access to one person. Our differential is that we're actually trying to give you access to a team of people. So if you need agronomic advice, we give you agronomic advice. If you're looking for more soils or more practical farming solutions, we can give you access to all of them under one banner.
Yeah. Now you're past yourself, you're an agronomist.
I'm an agronomist, yes.
Yeah. So you'll fit right in there, you'll be loving it.
And I suppose, part of my role is then going out there and making sure it all happens. One of the biggest things that we find out in the marketplace is people are very good at identifying problems, but they're not that good at with the solutions. So we want to identify the problems and then come up with the solutions to help farmers become more productive.
Now you're bringing in expertise from a lot of different other outfits, aren't you? Can you just explain how that works?
Yes, we're trying to get strategic alliances between other companies or people that we perceive have got the knowledge that we can't supply. So we'll bring them in when we think that it's needed, that they need that extra information that we can't deliver.
Yeah. So can you just name some of the companies that you're working with there?
Well, currently we're talking to Agronomist, who do some soil science. They've got very good compliance. People with helping dairy farmers with their compliance and nutrition budgeting. We currently are now I'll do the agronomy, and we've got Andy Carlson, who's actually going to do practical farming solutions. So he's an ex-share milker of the year in Taranaki, and got very good practical farming knowledge based around dairy farms.
Yeah. So you take it back to the basics. He'll come onto the farm there.
He comes onto the farm and he will look at the farm from a basic fundamental farming point of view, and if he can see things from a perspective of a dairy farmer that he'd make changes to, and then he can introduce me to actually help with feed budgets or growing more pastures or looking at your soils.
Yeah. So it's spreading right throughout the country?
Yes,
getting a few men on the ground?
Currently at the moment we're really looking at developing this in the North Island, and we've currently got clients based in and around Hawke's Bay, across to the Manawatu and right up to above Dargaville.
Yeah. Now yourself, you keep up with the, you like the technology, you're a sportsman, and I saw your watch.
I love the sport, love cycling and running. Yep. Yes, we keep up with the technology, and that's one of the big things that we see, that introducing new technology, if we do the role right, we will actually then start to have a presence less and less on that farm from the point of view of, say, agronomy, because we'll get those systems right, then we'll introduce new technologies that take those farmers to the next step after we've weakened strengthened that weakened link in their chain that they need to move forward.
Now the agronomy, why did you get into agronomy?
Well, I grew up on a sheep beef farm back in Australia, and
is that right? You're from Aussie?
From Aussie.
Yeah, I didn't even pick that up. Yeah. Welcome to New Zealand.
Thank you. Been here for 5 or 6 years, 6 or 7 years now. So really loving it. And grew up on a sheep beef farm, and studied horticulture, but then got back into a local business and just took up agronomy and been doing it for about 18 or 19 years now.
Yeah. Now, is it mostly dairy or sheep and beef, dairy, the whole lot?
We do cover sheep, beef and dairy, but obviously with the dollar returns on dairy is a target of ours.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you very much for coming in.
That's great.
It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Thanks very much.